Hello and welcome on our channel. Are you looking for a bear crochet pattern? If so, grab your 2.5mm crochet hook, some scissors, stitch marker, sewing needle. I also use plastic needle, and cotton yarn. You can also do this project in acrylic or velvet yarn. It's up to you. You just need to use suitable crochet hook size for your yarn. I'm using body color yarn and 2 secondary color yarn for the body and the arms and collar. And for face embroidery I use black and a little bit of white for embroidering the belly. You also need some stuffing, and then we can go ahead and start working on our tummy bear. Grab your crochet hook and the body color yarn to start with the head. Chain 7, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to do one more. 7. On first row we have 5 single crochets in the next 5 chains, starting with second chain from the hook. 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 1 chain left, and in this last chain we will make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Let's start working on the opposite side of the chain and have 4 single crochets in the next 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the last stitch, into the last chain, I will make an increase, so 2 single crochets into the same stitch. By the end of row 1 you will have 14 stitches. On second row we start with an increase. Let me place my stitch marker into the first single crochet, and then I will make another single crochet into the same stitch to have my increase. This is my increase, and then into the next 4 stitches I have 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will have an increase into the next 3 stitches, so 3 increases. This is my first increase. Second increase, and third increase. Into the next 4 stitches I will have 4 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, and I will finish the round with 2 increases into the last 2 stitches. My first increase, and now I'm making the second increase. By the end of row 2 you will have 20 stitches. On third row we have 1 single crochet into the first stitch, an increase into the next one, 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 single crochet, increase in the next stitch, repeat that 3 times. So 1 single crochet and increase into the next one, and again 1 single crochet and increase into the next one. I do this one more time, 1 single crochet and increase into the next one. I will continue with 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will finish the round with 1 single crochet, increase, repeat that 2 times. 1 single crochet and increase, and I'll do this one more time. 1 single crochet and an increase into the last stitch. I will be finishing row 3 with 26 stitches. From row 4 to row 5 we will only be single crocheting around, so 26 single crochets for 2 rounds. I'll meet you back here at the end of 5th row. If you haven't hit that like button yet or that subscribe button, please remember to do so that you can encourage my work, you can support me, and hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload the next video. I have finished row 5 with 26 stitches. I'm ready to go on 6th row and have a decrease into the next 2 stitches. Let me place my stitch marker, and then into the next 2 stitches I have 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. I have to repeat this 2 more times. A decrease into the front loops only of the next 2 stitches. This is my decrease, and then 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches. I will do this one last time. A decrease and 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Next I have 14 single crochets into the next 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. By the end of 6th row you will have 23 stitches. Let's go ahead and work on row 7 and start with 1 single crochet and then increase into the next stitch. Repeat that 11 times. This is my first single crochet. I will have an increase into the next one and an increase again. 1 single crochet and an increase. You will finish row 7 with 1 single crochet and 34 stitches. In here I have my last increase, and then into the last stitch I have 1 single crochet. On row 8 we start with an increase into the first stitch. This is my increase. Into the next 2 stitches I have 2 single crochets. Repeat that 4 times. So an increase, 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and again an increase, 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, an increase, and 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, 1, 2. Into the next 22 stitches I will have 22 single crochets. By the end of row 8 you will have 38 stitches. On row 9 we start with 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches and increase into the next one. Repeat that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3 single crochets. Into the next one I have an increase. And again 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and increase into the next one. I will do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3 single crochets, an increase. Let me do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and an increase. Into the next 22 stitches I have 22 single crochets. I will be finishing row 9 with 42 stitches. This is my last single crochet. I can go ahead and work on row 10 and have an increase into the first stitch and 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches. Repeat that 4 times. This is the first increase, and now I have 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, an increase, 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, again an increase, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one an increase and 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next 22 stitches we have 22 single crochets. By the end of row 10 you will have 46 stitches. This is my last single crochet. I'm ready to go on my next round. On round 11, we start with 5 single crochets into the next 5 stitches and increase into the next one. Repeat that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase into the next one. And again, 5 single crochets into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase into the next one. Let me do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase. Into the next 22 stitches, you have 22 single crochets. By the end of row 11, you will have 50 stitches. I can now go ahead and work on row 12 and start with an increase into the first stitch and 6 single crochets into the next 6 stitches. Repeat that 4 times. This is my first increase. Now I have 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets, and increase into the next stitch, six single crochets into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and increase. 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one, an increase, and 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Into the next 22 stitches, you will have 22 single crochets. By the end of row 12, you will have 54 stitches. And my last single crochet for row 12, starting with row 13 till row 20, we will only be single crocheting around, so that means 54 single crochets for 8 rounds. I will meet you back here at the end of row 20. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I need to do one more row of 54 single crochets. Count my rows again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have finished row 20 with 54 single crochets. I am ready to start my decreases. And on row 21st, we have 7 single crochets into the next 7 stitches and a decrease into the next 2 ones. 1, 2, and now a decrease into the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Let's repeat this 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 single crochets and a decrease. And again. You will continue doing so until you finish row 21st with 48 stitches. And the last decrease, this is how I finish row 21. On row 22nd, we have 6 single crochets into the next 6 stitches and a decrease into the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a decrease. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now into the front loops only of the next 2 stitches I will make the decrease. Repeat that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and now a decrease. Continue doing so until you finish row 22 with 42 stitches. I will finish row 22 with a decrease and 42 stitches. On the next row, on row 23rd, we have 5 single crochets into the next 5 stitches, a decrease in the next 2 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the front loops only of the next 2 stitches I make my decrease. Repeat that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a decrease. Continue doing so until you finish row 23 with 36 stitches. And I will finish my row with a decrease as well and 36 stitches. Let me start stuffing, and now I can go on row 24 and have 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches, a decrease in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now a decrease. I have to do this 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a decrease. Continue doing so until you finish row 24 with 30 stitches. I will finish row 24 with a decrease and 30 stitches. Now I'm ready to go on row 25. And have 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches, a decrease in the next 2 stitches. Repeat that 6 times. So this is my first single crochet, second, third, and now I have a decrease. One single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets and the decrease. One single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets and the decrease. Repeat this until you finish row 25 with 24 stitches. We finish row 25 with a decrease as well and 24 stitches. On row 26 we have 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches, a decrease into the next 2. Repeat that 6 times. So 1, 2, and now I have a decrease. Let me do this 5 more times. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets and a decrease. Repeat this until the end of the row and you will have 18 stitches by then. Let's finish row 26 with a decrease as well and 18 stitches. We can stuff some more because we are getting closer to the end. You don't want to have it overstuffed, but still firm enough. We start row 27 with 1 single crochet and a decrease into the next 2 stitches. This is my decrease. Repeat that 6 times. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, a decrease into the next 2. 1 single crochet and a decrease. If you don't want to have holes into your work or see-throughs, remember to make your decreases as tight as you can and not to stuff the head too much for the same reason. Let's finish row 27 with a decrease. You can stuff your head some more. This will be the last chance to do so because we have one more row 28 with 6 decreases, and we will close the gap. 1 decrease, 2 decreases, 3, 4, finally my 5th, and the last decrease. And 6. Now I will cut my yarn and go into the front loops only of the 6 stitches, the last 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I can pull the yarn and close the head. Let me wave my yarn tail and the head is ready. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, this video, and I will wait for you over here for the next tutorial, the body of Tommy Bear. Remember to hit that like, that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload the next video. Thank you again for watching and till the next time.